Give me 9. That one goes out to Bellingham. I'm sorry for all the negativity I've stated. Give me some of that. That's perfect. I'll be like, how about like a leaking stepfamily? No, I'm not apologizing to the people of Bellingham. I'm apologizing to the people who don't know anything about Bellingham and are like, oh, you were too mean to them. The people of Bellingham know what they've done. At least the Redditors do. But the people who are watching this from, you know, they're from like Illinois, they're like, oh my god, why is he so mean to Bellingham? I apologize for the optics inherent. And also, can you do something about Iowa Street? Why are people crashing their cars on Iowa Street so much? I'm going to say... I want to pill you, but we don't have to pill you just yet. We could instead see who this buffs. What's the Vancouver subreddit like? It's also pretty bad, to be honest. I won't stand here and defend the, you know, the Vancouver subreddit either. Well, we lose this one. Don't level me yet. We're gonna level next time. Don't even give me a bat. Don't even look. Don't even touch it. Don't even look at it. Give me something like this. You move back one, freeze me, roll me. We gotta make some space, man. You gotta leave it to space. Pill me, I guess. This is crazy. Should you move up? Pill me to get me out of here just to make some space. I will say, the Vancouver subreddit had a post that was like, who are your favorite Vancouver YouTubers? And then there was like some, like, public transit YouTubers from Vancouver were like at the top of the list. And then with 6 upvotes, someone was like, Northern Lion's from Vancouver. He talks about local stuff sometimes, but usually he just plays games. Okay. It was, I mean, I was happy I had upvotes instead of downvotes. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure the average person on our Vancouver is like 52 years old. So, like, it's... I mean, that's my demo, for one. But also, like, it's nice just to be noticed, quite frankly. Okay, Buffalo is the way... And Buffalo and Hippo, perhaps, perchance, is the way that we're going to try to make this work. I'm going to say... You can't sell a 7-8 like that. But you can do a buy me for the stats, a sell me, and I'm going to buff you first. We'll see what happens to this Hippo, okay? No promises. We'll wait a turn for the better items in the shop. Yeah. Not forcing the Hippo yet. Beautiful. Free reroll missed? Wireframe. It's embarrassing. It's literally still here. You get it. You just don't get it, do you? At some point, you're going to need to be unwound. So let's start with that. I'll buy a betta fish just to get ready to pill you. Couldn't have been better. How ironic. Pill me right here. Pop me down. Roll me. No pills. Give me some garlic, though. That goes crazy. Another pill. Not going to do it yet. Do it next time. This is a great buy-sell. Honestly, you give 1-1. I'm going to sell you and then buy you to get 1-1, and then we'll sell you next turn to get the buff as well. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't expect this Hippo to really go off, but we're going to try. It's a big ox. It's very unfortunate. It's a large ox. It's going to solo my whole squad. I don't hate the Hippo. I don't want to force it every single round. I'd rather force a Buffalo, even though they're so similar. Okay, kill me. It's a strong unit. I mean, it's not 12 dragonflies, but it's something. I would say roll me. I would say this is a great buy. I would say this is a beautiful buy-sell. Now, if you could sell me and run 4 squatted. Ooh, but if you run 4-squatted, the hippo's not going to get the buff. The hippo, oh, but the hippo's not going to get the buff anyway because of the moth. Oh, we got to give you the buff, but then you go, okay, 2 hippos. 2 hippos is my strat here. So that the smaller hippo gets the buff, giving us slightly more scaling when we combine them. Thank God. If the weakness had hit my buffalo, we lose this for sure. Give me a combine, and a buy, and a sell, and a roll, and a buy, and a goat. We're gonna have to pass on that goat, right? Well, we'll talk about it. The moth? No. A goat would get the buff, though. Who's getting the buff now? The moth is getting the buff. Do we care? Can we afford to run 4-squatted here? I would say no. I would say you know what? Buy a moth. Combine them for next time. It's okay. Hippo with garlic is also kind of close, but actually you're right. Goat bison makes sense. We add it, sell the orangutan, get it going. I could embrace this. I could believe in this. I think we're going yard again. Hey, I don't watch a lot of baseball. What does it mean when they go yard? Is that like a strikeout? Do y'all think NL takes NZT before each stream? Is NZT the gamer supplements that have been advertised on Twitch recently? Is it the gamer focus pills? I do use an NZXT, a computer. So whenever you insult me or my PC, you're really insulting the proud NZXT corporation. Which I wouldn't be caught dead doing, honestly. It's not really my tempo here. This is also not really my tempo, but this could be funny. I don't know. I'm rich. Am I rich? Am I doing anything? I would freeze you for a second. You got a pill for me? No, you got... Okay, these are pillable. It's the drug Bradley Cooper takes in Limitless. You mean the Limitless drug? I've heard of it. You're so freaking lucky. Don't even talk to me about luck unless you acknowledge how lucky you got on that one. Now I'm on lethal with 4 wins? We need a pill. We don't need a pill if we get a goat. Is this stupid? Maybe not. I thought this guy would give us one too, but you know what? Give me one of those. Mammoth is it's also very pillable. Let's toss that up there. Although we don't really want you to steal the monkey buff. Can you give me a freaking pill, dude? Chocolate! I'm 1 gold remaining, of course. There you go. I mean, the hippo's not going, man. It's not going. Now you sound like you're from Limitless. Give me that pill. I've seen Limitless, so I get that joke. I remember that movie. Robert De Niro's in it. He's trying to get the Limitless drug for himself. They sell it. Pfizer makes it. It's a little blue pill, if I remember correctly. Give me some of this. You're not going to give me a pill, huh? I'm pillless? Pillless in Seattle? I'm not okay. Well, then, honestly, you got to go. You're not doing enough for me. Then you got to get bought. And then you got to get sold. And then you got to get bought. And then you got to get sold. And you have one more? You got one more? I'm going to buy you. I'm going to sell you. I'm going to place you. Forgot what I was talking about. So no, I don't take the Limitless drug. Maybe I could use it, though. Not really who I wanted to get the buff there. This is going to be a 5-piece. That's a little embarrassing. I do take... I'm on a stack right now, though. I don't think they're steroids. I got them at Costco. It's called BioSteel. It's a near zero-calorie hydration formulation beverage. Give me one of these. Water? Well, it goes in water. I guess you could put it in milk if you were, like, psychotic or something. Let me get be like an extra eye. like Michelle Yeoh in Everything Everywhere All at Once. I've not seen it, but I have seen a clip where she has more than two eyes. Angela Bassett did the thing. You following that this weekend? Sorry. It wasn't just me. It went that went viral. I saw that. You watched Tar? I've not seen Tar. I did watch a little Finding Dory this weekend. Viola Davis, my woman king. I'm gonna go Spider here. I know it seems a little crazy, but they didn't give us a level up. So, like, what are you supposed to do? Not much is the answer. Honestly, you're gone. At least if you're gonna do nothing, get a Swan out there. Finding Dory's okay. I don't know. It's like, it's manipulative, but all the Pixar movies are like manipulative. Manipulative. Correctional facility. It tugs on your heartstrings. Like, you can't just make a movie that's like about a parent losing their kid, and they're like, guess what? The sequel, you won't believe what happens. The kid loses their fucking parents. They got me crying, but like feeling bad about myself for crying. They're like, I shouldn't be crying. This is so emotionally manipulative. This is so artificial. They really expect us to believe that it just, but what would I do if my kid had short-term memory loss and then my kid got, I don't know what I would do. Okay, we're going to try to get a baboon out here. So fucking true. And I'm going to buff you as well, because I think you're going to be getting the ball. Maybe the Spider will take a buff, but the most important thing is that Angela Bassett did the thing. All right. There's catharsis, though? Well, not really, because I didn't watch all the way to the end. No spoilers, please. I think we got some scaling here. Give me some of this. Sell me. This, we're going yard. Sell me. Sell me. Buy me. Buy me. Hey, man, what's your problem? Don't know that I miss something but you. One of those. I could sell you. Do you have how many? You have one trigger left this turn. Let's get him popping, man. Sell me. I'm gonna say buy me. Free reroll. I'm gonna say sell me, buy me, and this kangaroo is going off. I'm gonna set it up for anti-moth plays, and this is where I love it. I love it. Two guys going off in the chat about BioSteel. I didn't mean to cause a fight, okay? I got some Gatorade at home too, but I thought I would give the BioSteel a chance just because it's lower calorie. I really, after my rides, I don't need the calories quite so much. I can always just, I don't know, eat something. So I figured I would be getting the BioSteel instead. Sure, it's got artificial sweetener in it, but it do be hydrating you. 3, 3, 3. Well, this is a huge buff. And then, you know, I'm just thinking, I think we should stack them and sell them. Well, we don't have to sell them yet. We can roll once. I would say sell them. I would honestly, in my house, we just put another lettuce out here. I know it seems crazy. A bat could also go hard, but it's not steroids. There's just like a little potassium or something in it. It's not even like... Fine, I'll stop, because people are gonna... Now, when I pass them on my hard rides, like today wasn't a hard ride. Today was just like a 90-minute steady state. Now, I'm gonna try to high-five people on the bike, and they're gonna know that I take BioSteel, and they're not gonna high-five me back. So I'm gonna lose like the whole social element of being on the ride in the first place. Like, are you happy with yourself? Do you see what you've done to my... Dan's gonna be saying I'm not natty. It's my self-esteem. It's all gonna fall apart. I need a tier 4. Oh! It's just pretty good, is what it is. Is he gonna buff himself? Even if he does, like, that's his right. No, he did. Okay. My kangaroo is not stronger, but the rest of my squad is pretty sick with it. Okay, lucky, lucky. Another one of you? But then the well, you know what? That's good, because we get the baboon gets a chance to just fall off. Like, we could sell it after this round. We could probably sell you, honestly. We gotta get something going on our buffalo here. The buffalo is the win condition. Don't ever forget. Run a second one for now. It'll take the HP from the... It might even take the stats from the baboon. You know what? We should combine them. And you're going to buff yourself. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I'm going to freeze you just in case we get a pill. We didn't get a pill. Okay, 4 squatted. 24, 29. Orangutan can stick around longer than baboon at this point, I think. Hey, NL, Quantum Mania was ass. I've heard tell that is the truth. I have not seen it myself, and won't for quite some time. But I believed what I said. Listen, I'm not trying to create a fight here. You know that I've been accused of being a Marvel hater. I've also been accused for years of being the biggest stan that Marvel's ever had. Sell me, buy me. I think it's possible that they're washed. I am a noted anime hater. That is true. I love good animes. I hate bad animes. You're probably just like me in that regard. The only thing is, I draw the dividing line between them much closer to the very, very good side than most people. In my opinion, at least. People always be like, what, you hate anime? Oh, so you hate Spirited Away? You hate Princess Mononoke? And then you hate this one about an 8-year-old kid who's also a vampire? And I'm like, well... I hate one of them, for sure. The other two I'm more positive on. It's like 2 truths and a lie. How about one of these? He hates Princess Mononoke. What's your problem with Princess Mononoke? At least you knew it wasn't Spirited Away. I mean, like, Spirited Away is a movie that's so good that even for the purposes of the bit, people are like, I would not put that evil on Spirited Away. Be careful what you wish for. What am I doing? Oh, this is okay. It's a good buy sell. I fell asleep to Spirited Away. I brushed my teeth to that movie. That's an all-time classic. It's 5 bags of popcorn, I'll tell you that much. If it's 1 bag of popcorn, it's 5 bags of popcorn. Yeah, I'm going 4 squatted because I don't give a damn. And some candy? Yes, and I would say and some candy. And a little 5 bags of popcorn and a little anime figurine, like a little Pikachu or something. Well, I didn't really get this movie. It's a cartoon. I stopped watching cartoons when I was a kid. I did like it a little more when I switched over from Japanese subtitles to the dubbed version, which has some Hollywood celebrities, including Kirsten Dunst, who was great in the original Spider-Man trilogy, if you remember that. But overall, I didn't really like the film. I didn't understand it. I gotta say that I'm going to have to give it 5 bags of popcorn, but no little Pikachu figurine. And next time when you make the movie, maybe make it in English. Okay, how about one of these? Huge -2. Some of you guys are not on Cinema at the Cinema Pilt. And honestly, I mean, you're definitely missing out. Because that's probably the longest running subversive comedy property on the earth right now. It's been running for like 14 years or something. I'm gonna just put you out here for a second. I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm gonna have you go yard, of course. Kirsten Dunst was my first crush. Everyone remembers where they were in the Kirsten Dunst versus Natalie Portman wars of 2002. I remember summer '02. All my friends were Natalie heads. Everyone went to go see Attack of the Clones. I was like, but Spider-Man. They were like, Natalie Portman went to Harvard and she has genuine acting chops. I was like, Kirsten Dunst plays a really convincing Mary Jane Watson. Kirsten Dunst, despite being a Hollywood actress for her entire life, has not yet, she has an air of every womanness to her. Natalie Portman she's going to win a Best Actress nominee one day. Yeah, Kirsten Dunst is going to get nominated for an Emmy for Fargo Season 2 in 37 years. And also, she's going to be in that show, what is it called? It was like Down and Out in Malibu, California, where her husband gets sucked into multi-level marketing, and then his blank gets blanked at the end of the first episode, and then she tries to become and that show was like really good, but it got canceled after 2 seasons because it was on Showtime and nobody has it. Dunst literally won at Cannes Film Festival. Yeah, for Melancholia. Oh, we're counting Lars von Trier films now. Who's gonna tell him? How about one of these? Ooh. Give me some 4 squatted. I love to be 4 squatted. Just feels better. Feels nicer. It wasn't Lars, it was Terrence Malick. Really? I haven't seen Melancholia. I don't think I've seen a single Terrence Malick movie now that I think about it. Well, you got me. It's a strong looking team setup there. Wrong, it was Lars von Trier. Okay, turns out I have not seen the movie, and I know more about it than you. Please time yourself out for 600 seconds. Thought I was being burgled. Might have just been the sun. What do you think? What do you think on this one? I think we're okay. I think it looks like we made it. Guess how far we've come now, baby? Might have took the long way, but think of all we would have missed. They said, I bet we'll never make it, but let's look at the story now. It's been a while since Shania. You remember her? How could you forget? Another octopus, huh? Another orangutan. I mean, we're in inertia zone right here. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. She go crazy? She's got a few songs that go a little crazy. Luckiest hit of my life, actually. Unluckiest hit of my life? And yet, we make it. Thoughts on Florian from Physical 100? I'm not, listen, I don't want to make this a big thing. I don't want this to blow up. Korean TV shows love casting, white guys who speak Korean. And it's I get it. But at the same time, it's once you've seen a couple of shows, you kind of, you learn the blueprint, I guess, for... every Korean show has, one guy from Germany, or one guy from England, or one guy from Canada, one guy from the US. Don't even get, listen, if I'm going to cause beef with any YouTuber, and I really should not cause beef, but a nice 10-piece, by the way. There's a YouTuber who, his channel is teaching Korean people English as a second language. So he does good videos that are here's how you would use the phrase, I couldn't care less. Here's how you could use the phrase, I'll be there when I'll be there. Stuff that might not be covered in a normal class, okay? But then for a while, he moved back to America, and he was doing videos that I could only describe as American exploitation, which I think appealed to the idea. He would make videos that would have the premise of if you come to America, don't go to this neighborhood that's not even in a major city. It would be if you're coming from America to Los Angeles, don't accidentally go to Baltimore and walk down this street. And then he would film some shady stuff going down around there. And I'd be brother, you and I both know, this is just, it's torture porn or something. It's the same way that there's tourism fear-mongering in the Western media as well. Like before I moved to South Korea, there were literally people that were like, "Oh, you're going to teach English in Korea? Like uh, what Korea?" And I'm like, you've been watching like the wrong kind of news. But this was more like so many of the comments under his videos during this time were like, Kate was translating for me, and I was like losing my mind. They're like, "Thank you so much. I'm going to, Seattle next year, and I'm going to use your tips." And I'm like, if you need him to tell you not to go to Baltimore when you're flying to Seattle across the Pacific Ocean, like you got bigger problems. No, no disrespect. And I was like, thinking like America needs to like deport this guy. He's doing more damage to like their brand than George W. Bush did. Dude's an American citizen living in America, and he's making like so much money annually, being like, if you are ever in Los Angeles, do not pull out your cell phone or someone will kill you and take it. And people are like, "Thank you so much for the tip." Anyway, but I'm not actually starting beef. He is a very cute child around the same age as my child. We watch some of their baby vlogs. And I'm like, he seems like a great dad. I'll be sniffing penises. Yeah, maybe we could become best friends now that I think about it. I should keep my mouth shut. We'll delete the VOD real quick. But then it's not even like, I don't know. That's YouTube. YouTube always trends towards the most, like, incendiary thing that you could possibly get. Because you want to get views. You don't want to be like, here's one tip for, like, being in America. Have a $20 bill on you at all times because the card machines constantly break. Nobody's going to watch that. They're going to be like, why am I wasting my time? Instead, they'll click on, like, you must watch this video before you go to the United States of America. Otherwise, you will suffer bodily grievous injury. Do not wear luxury clothes in Skid Row and then lay down with your face on the sidewalk for 6 hours. You will be at greater risk of being robbed. Having a little cash is handy for sure. Level me. I don't respect the puppy enough to just go sight unseen. I respect the ox enough. We're going ox and pill me. Hands off my hiney, baby. Probably should warn them more about the hospital bills than the crime. Well, yeah, but what are you gonna do? I don't know. Just don't go to the hospital. I guess that's the answer. It's just, I guess you just don't go to the hospital. It's not funny, but it's just kind of sad, I guess. Never mind. Flamingo me? Pill me. Roll me. I don't respect you. Roll me. I respect you a little more. You know, now that the lights have come on, it's last call. Decided you know what? If you can't get the one you love from the shop, you should love the one you get. Cetra13, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. You have a 13 attack marmoset? And yet it didn't matter at all. Dance with the horse who led you to water. I've been saying that for a while. And the crazy thing is I believe it. Why don't you do me a favor? Sell me, kangaroo me, place me up at the front, but only briefly. Why don't you roll me? I'm a big believer in flamingos and betta fish. Especially with a little pill ability. I'm going to be real with you. I just don't like your ass. Like, you're gone. I'm going to put a flamingo up here. I'm going to keep you around for just a brief second. Just a moment's whisper in time. Keep this pill around. Beautiful. Love to see that. Another pill. This is fan. And my turn with excess gold. It never ends. Double frozen pill. This ox is going sicko mode. Big whoop. That's a big goose, though. Is it? It's not that big. Oh, it's bigger than mine. Never mind. You look like a talking head sort of guy. Listen, I know. Didn't Dan say that to me as an insult once? I take it as a compliment for sure. I am also. I would say I'm a reasonably big talking heads guy. Should give me a second ox. Just give me an ox like right there. No, you should go here, but then how do... No, it has to be like this. It always had to go that way. Oh, pill me! The insult version is you look like a flaming lips guy? What the hell? I'm a flaming lips guy too! So you've insulted me with both the original and the remix. What's wrong with being a flaming lips guy? If it makes it any better, I'm much more of a soft bulletin sort of guy. I'm much more of that one. I can never remember the name of it. The like 2009 album, Embryonic. Yeah, listen. I'm not anti Yoshimi battles the pink robots. I just find it sometimes a little cloying. I'm more of a flaming dragon sort of guy. Okay, flaming dragon, fuckface. Why don't you take 2 steps backwards and literally fuck your own face? Click. We don't negotiate with terrorists. Give me one of these for now. Nice reference. We are flaming dragon. Nishur Benden Jack. Great movie. Great movie. Listen, you can't be out here saying At War with the Mystics is a better Yoshimi battles the pink robots, okay? Because, like, listen, I don't work for Pitchfork, but At War with the Mystics, sure, it's got the yeah, 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 yeah. It's just not. It's not as good. Yoshimi's a better album. At War with the Mystics, if anything, in my personal opinion, it's more of an inferior Yoshimi. But I'm not insanely Yoshimi pilled to begin with, to be fair. I'm much more of an embryonic sort of fellow, all things considered. All joking aside. Why don't you come up to the front here? Let's run it a little weird for a second. I still like what the pills can do for me. The Flaming Lips ever done any, like, holy fuck. They ever done any sort of, like, you know, like a song where they say something like, now it's time for those block rockin' beats. Something like that? They ever done, like, a song where they go, now it's time for some block rockin' beats? No? That's, okay, she don't use jelly. That's a good one. I would like you to get strong, to take you on. You're going to buff a slug. Do I care about this? Not that much. I really think a Sabertooth's going to pop? I don't. I'm going to roll briefly. I think you got to go, brother. And I think it actually looks like this, and like this possibly, and forget about this. Don't really need you to level, but then don't. Yeah, I like some Spandau Ballet. I think you can go hard during a Sam Yo 30-minute new wave ride. Wouldn't disagree with that. Dude, that's right, I never had a chance to make Seagull Walrus work. We're on 5 wins. We're not scaling fast enough. We need to... No. I just don't respect it. 5, 3, 3, 4. I'm going to sell you. I'm going to place you briefly. I would rather have a second monkey. Would I? Yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry to get your hopes up there, Mr. Poodle, but... was worried about NL after seeing all the discourse about Steely Dan on Twitter. What discourse? The Steve Albini discourse? Opinions are like, you know what's. Everyone's got one. I don't like to swear. Just don't know why he's going off about Steely Dan. What did Steely Dan ever do to Steve Albini to make him be so upset? Seem mean-spirited to me. Like Steely Dan just minding their own business. They weren't even like Angela Bassett. They didn't do the thing or anything. I guess they do have kind of similar names in almost no ways, but yeah, like in some ways, certainly. Please, you don't have quite enough. Maybe he's sick of always being confused for Steely Dan. I'm not Steely Dan. I'm Steve. Doesn't even make sense. Get me out of here. 5 wins. Okay, we got one more in us. Oh, I clicked run 30-second ads. Oh, what a mess, man. Oh, that's normally where my start prediction button is. Sorry. What is this? It's an insult to me. Let me be like a shiny, happy hands holding people. Can I also say, and this is like, I genuinely don't mean this in an insulting way, but I'll acknowledge from the jump, there's no way to take it except as an insult. But you know how, like, I've never been to Italy, but I'm sure, like, when you eat pizza in Italy, even if the pizza's not that good, you're like, yeah, but I'm in Italy, so it tastes better. I've had middling ramen in Japan that was like an 8 out of 10, elevated from a 5 out of 10 because of the setting, right? You're like, oh, I'm eating ramen in Japan. It feels amazing to just gorge on fucking garbage snack food in the United States of America. It hits so hard. I was eating shit that I don't even like, and I was like, this is amazing. Just mindless. I don't even like chocolate, eating a ton of chocolate. Sure, I'll have another Dr. Pepper. Sure. You know, why don't I eat half a bag of tortilla chips while I'm here? When in Rome. So many snacks. It was... Costco having an alcohol section was crazy, too. We were like, should we get some beers? And then we looked around and we're like, we can't show up to our in-laws' house. They have 2 young kids. We're not going to come back with 32 cans of Blue Moon or something like that. Like, that's... sends the wrong image, man. Eventually, they had we found they had 4-packs at one part of the store. It was like it saved us. I got to do a case race, exactly. A beer bong for the lady. But then I was losing it, man, because I was like, what the hell? It's like 32 Sam Adams's is like $28. That shit would be like $400 in BC. What am I buying? What am I selling? Drugs? Are they buying them, selling them? What are you talking about, Denny? Okay, pill me. Probably in front of the ox would make a little bit more sense. And then just give me a bug for now, which is also known as a bat. Hang on, I'm cruising. Oh, I don't deserve to win this one, but here we are. Let's go. Hey, by the way, you can't make fun of my when I misspeak or when I lose my train of thought. Because I Googled sepsis yesterday. Hey, did you know? And now I don't have a 100% guaranteed diagnosis of sepsis. It's a little bit of a self-diagnosis from the food poisoning saga last year. But did you know that post-sepsis, even if you live, like somewhere between 8 and 72% of people that had sepsis experience cognitive decline? I don't know if maybe I've just been sort of like, you know, I have a toddler I haven't been sleeping that well. That could also explain cognitive decline, or getting like a little bit older as well could explain some cognitive decline. But I'm like, nah, man, now I finally have a reason. It's the damn sepsis. But the good news is they said it only lasted on average 6 to 18 months. We're already like 8 months in. So I'm like at least halfway there. I'm halfway to being as smart as I used to be. That's kind of exciting. I don't want the moth to go any further. I will buy, sell you. Please don't hit the marmoset. That's probably worse, honestly. This is not great. I guess what? Welcome to the squad. Welcome to the squad, King. Eight is not half of 18. Bro, you can't... The sepsis, dude. The sepsis. What the hell is this? I've been insulted beyond all comparison. We just lost a triple kangaroo squad. There's some pain involved there. How about some of this? Some of this? I don't care who you buff. At this point, you got your own... It's your own cross to bear, okay? It's your own cross-eyed bear that you give to me. You lose 25,000 neurons per year after turning 25? Am I crazy to think that that doesn't sound like that much? Thanks for the help with my ox, brother. Don't you have like several billion or something? 25,000 doesn't seem like... honestly, even if they multiplied that by 10, I wouldn't even be sweating it that much. Give me a betta fish. I'll take one. Can I get some levels? Can I get some pills? 3 wins. We need a little more. Does streaming help with cognitive learning? I would not rely on it as a strategy for that, I would say. I think it makes... well, let me put it this way. When you are streaming, you are using your brain. Most of the time. However, we have to. It's got to... There's no other way. There's no other way. You got to stick with the squad here. Let me think about this for just a second. Do I want to buff your ass? I pass. Level 2 ox next turn. Because you're talking. As long as you're talking, I think that you're exercising your brain at least a little bit. Maybe it's not the same as, you know, doing a Sudoku puzzle or something like that. But it's a little something. You're not just leaving yourself neglected in a room, you know? I think that when you use the muscle like that, it expands. But, and I don't mean this ironically, I mean it sincerely, you also read the dumbest things on earth. Like, I think it's, just to be honest, let me give you the spectrum here, okay? But based on, and literally this is based on like the weekend I just had. So it's not necessarily an amazing data point, but when I'm online a lot is the closest I get to like depressed. And then I like go out and I interact with like normal people who I don't agree with in all circumstances, but I'm just out there, I'm buying groceries next to them. They're letting me in with my shopping cart and I'm saying thank you. And I don't know that as soon as they go home, they watch like a different news network that tells them that people who believe what I believe are like causing their country's moral fabric to degrade or whatever. But we're out here coexisting in public. And I get a little like buzz off of it. I'm like, oh, people are like, we're social animals. You know, we got problems. But by and large, the average person in public is more likely to help you out than to like hurt you nefariously just for their own entertainment or something like that. Streaming is like reading the most insane takes online, but it's even more insane than like the average take on Twitter in chat sometimes. So I think that can be like pretty bad for you. For sure. Hang on, these are important moments for me. We got a chance here, maybe. The take might be reversed if you work in fast food, for sure. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen more stressed individuals than the patrons of the Everett Costco food court. I mean, these are the people who were not working like the till or the pizza machine or anything. These are the people who were just waiting for hot dogs. People are losing their damn minds. Please shut up about the Everett Costco. I won't. I will not. No such luck. You need this. You need... Oh, you're right. We can't take the monkey. Big save. Big save. Anyway, I guess... And I think, you know, your mental health, it probably plays some role, right? Like in your cognitive abilities. What a horrendous bit of bad luck for us right there. That's just a crazy snake. I'll take my 5 again. Give me a 5 piece. Anyway, I guess what I'm saying is it's probably worse for your... Being a streamer is probably worse for your cognitive health than doing another job that actually requires using your brain a little bit more. But I think it still gives you some activity. The downside is that you have to remember, like, because it's happened to me a lot. You get yourself in the streamer bubble where you're like, my vocation in life is, like, entertaining people. And then, like, some 12-year-old kid is like, I fucking hated today's stream. Like, go die. This is, like, embarrassing. What happened to you? And you're like, oh, this is, like, the biggest problem in my fucking world right now. And then you go outside for a second and you're like, what am I even talking about? You got to expand your bubble a bit. And I'm a streamer that actually is, you know, he expands his bubble. I've got like a kid that I have to look at, and I got or that I look after, I should say. You can just look at your phone while you're doing the looking after part. But then, you know, I'm trying to cultivate some hobbies. I go outside, I do some exercising and so on and so forth. I try to keep myself, you know, on the straight and narrow like that. But then, like, you know, some streamers are live like 14 hours a day, and you get like a concentrated laser blast of social interaction, but like 10% of it is like nonsense. 10% of it is like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. You are a literal god. Like 40% of it is just drive-by comments like designed to make you angry. And then like 30% of it is like, my day is so fucked up. Here's what happened in my day. And you're just like, you got like a Coinstar machine for like human communication when you're reading chat, where you're like, I gotta filter and only get the... You gotta only take the stuff that's valuable. Anyway, let me see if my wife is ready to stream. It's not me complaining, it's just, you know, I think it can become a cognitive danger quickly. Especially if you live in a place where there's nothing to do like Bellingham. Okay. Are you ready to stream? Smiley face. Got him.